Hey, welcome to Pilates with Jen. Thanks for joining me today. Today, I am bringing you an intermediate reformer workout. We're going to be working the whole body, but concentrating on our hip and glute strength and mobility. So we will sprinkle upper body and core work in and out, but we are really going to be concentrating on the glutes and the hips today. We are going to be starting with our normal footwork spring. So whether that's 3 reds, 2 reds and a blue, or I recently upped from 1 red to a green. So now I'm on 1 green and 2 reds. You choose whatever footwork springs work for you. You can begin with your headrest up. The only prop that we need today is going to be our long box. So just go ahead and have that set over to the side for when we're ready. Once you're ready to go, I'll meet you on the reformer. All right, so go ahead, lie yourself down on your carriage. Find those heels on that bar. Now your headrest, like I said, can be up or down. We're gonna begin drawing those abdominals in, bringing those abs towards the spine. Imagine that you have an airplane seatbelt tightening across your hips. You're going to take your hands, you're going to reach behind, you're going to grab those shoulder blocks, maybe shimmy yourself down, give yourself a little room from those shoulder blocks. You're going to bring your right leg to table, followed by your left, squeezing everything together. Make sure those knees are over those hips, neutral spine is engaged. We're going to begin dropping our knees over towards the left, letting that right hip come up. You want to try to keep that right shoulder planted towards the ground. I want you to bring it back towards the center. Knees come back over those hips. We're going to drop the knees towards the right. The left hip is going to float up. Left shoulder trying to stay down. Bring it back to center. Inhale, drop your knees towards the left. Try to keep that opposite shoulder grounded. Exhale, bring it back up to center. One more towards the left. Exhale, come up to center. One more towards the right. When your knees find themselves back to center, hold them there. Hands can stay at the shoulder blocks. We're going to take the right foot. We're going to tap, toe tap, point the toe, tap it down. You're really not going to be able to get down, but you're going to hit that calf to that foot bar. Go ahead, tap the left and bring it up. Exhale down, inhale up, or vice versa. Keep those abs pulled in, neutral spine engaged, knees are over those hips. Squeezing everything together as you come back to center. One more right. One more left. We'll find our knees holding together here. Arms now come down by your sides. You're going to flip your palms. You're going to place those arms, press them into that carriage mat. Shoulders are back and down. Coming with single leg stretch, you're going to extend the right leg long. Pull it into center. Extend the left leg long. Pull it in. So thinking about those abdominals, using that core stability as you extend each limb away from its center point. Keeping that bra heavy on that carriage mat. Let's go for 2. One more towards the left. When those knees come together, hold them there. Both legs are now going to extend to the clouds. Arms are pressing down in the carriage mat. You're going to drop the right leg down. Lift it up to center. Drop the left leg down. Lift it up to center. Try to keep those collarbones smiling. Use that breath, waking up through the core. Soft bend in those knees if you feel those hamstrings. Let's go for 3, 2, last one. Legs come up to the clouds. Go ahead, bring your knees in towards your chest. Rock it out for a moment. All right, headrest can stay where it is. You're gonna find your heels on that bar. Arms are pressed down into that carriage mat. Collarbones are open and smiling. Shoulders are down. Heels are on that bar, taking a big deep inhale to prepare. On that exhale, you're gonna press yourself out, resist yourself in. So already warming up through that core, you should feel how that core is engaged now because it's nice and warm. Pressing evenly through both sides. Love to wake up the core before I even begin with footwork. It just brings me back to my center. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it all the way in. Go ahead, slide down to the balls of the feet, lift those heels, take an inhale to prepare, exhale, extend that carriage out, resist it in. So taking this moment, warming up through your limbs, pressing into that carriage mat, opening up, waking up those back muscles. Heels are right underneath your glutes as you're pressing out, pulling the carriage in. Think about sliding through mud at all times. Let's go for 3, 2. On this next one, you're gonna bring yourself all the way in. You're gonna keep those heels lifted, click those heels together, coming in for Pilates V. Exhale, extend it out, bring it in. Squeezing up through those inner thighs, feeling those hips wrap around those glutes. Really finding that length from the hips. Letting that breath flow with the movement. We have 3, for 2. Last one, bring it all the way in. Go ahead, unclick those heels. You're gonna take those heels wide. You're gonna externally rotate. Open those hips up, bring those toes pointed to the corners of the room. Heels are pressing down. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, extend the carriage out and resist it in. Now really think about pulling those heels together to activate that back line. So think about them sliding together even though they're not. Imagine them pulling through the center just like they were in Pilates V. Really pull up on that pelvic floor. Try to keep that tailbone in neutral, not letting it tilt up. Caught myself. Let's go for 4, 3, 2. Last one, bring it all the way in. Slide those heels back towards the center of the foot bar. You're gonna slide down to the balls of the feet in parallel. Last set here, extend yourself out, hold yourself there. We're gonna drop our heels for tendon stretch. Lift the heels and lower the heels. Think about every time you drop those heels, can you get them a quarter or a centimeter just a little bit further underneath that bar than before? Let's go for 3, 2, last one. When you come up on those toes, go ahead, bend those knees, bring your knees into your chest, roll those ankles. We're going to be coming into our bridging segment, so go ahead, scoot yourself away from those shoulder blocks. Drop your headrest if it's lifted. Heels are on that bar, shoulders are backing down, arms are pressing in. We're going to go ahead, tilt that pelvis towards our nose. Press through those arms as we articulate ourselves up, one vertebrae at a time, coming up all the way to the top. Take an inhale at the top and slowly articulate it down, creating space every time you push each vertebra into that carriage mat. Untuck at the bottom. Tuck that tailbone towards your nose. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Exhale, roll it down. Let's go for 3 more here, making that 5 in total. Really pulling those heels towards the glute. That carriage is quiet at the bumper, not moving at all. Everybody should have 1 more here. When you come all the way to the top, this time this is where we're going to hold it, adding on here, bringing ourselves up into some single leg work. So keeping those abs pulled in, making sure that your hips are in line with your knees. You're going to bring that left leg to tabletop. Now that left leg's in tabletop, squeeze through that right side, stabilize here. You're going to tap the left foot down and pull it up. You're hinging from the hip, trying not to let that opposite side fall. So tapping it down and lifting it up. Squeezing, really pressing out through that right side heel, all the way to shift it over to that side. We have 2 more here. Then we're going to add on, just like we did in the beginning. On this next one, when that leg comes to tabletop, we're going to hold it there. We're going to come for that single leg stretch on that left leg. So extend that left leg long, pull it back in. Yes, extend it long and pull it over that hip. Hips, right side is still squeezing through that glute. Feel that fire burning. We have 3. For 2, going to come into straight leg extension, half scissors. 1 more. When that leg comes back to table, hold it there. Extend it up to the clouds. Lift that right side, push through that heel. Lower that left leg and lift. Lower and lift. Really heating up through that right side here. Squeeze that glute. We have 3. For 2, try to keep that carriage as quiet as possible. Last one, when that leg comes up to the clouds, go ahead, drop that leg, lift both hips. Slowly articulate yourself down, 1 vertebra at a time, coming all the way down to the carriage mat. Excellent job. Close that carriage if you went away from the bumper. Both heels, sits bones distance apart. Here we go, going into the left side. When you're ready, begin articulating yourself up, 1 vertebrae at a time. This time when you get to the top, we're gonna hold it there. Right leg coming to tabletop, left leg stable. You're gonna come for toe taps. Drop the right toe, lift it up. Remember, you're hinging at the hip, dropping that toe down. Keep those abs pulled in. Arms are supporting you. We have 2. One more, that leg comes to table. Hold it there, single leg. Extend it out and pull it in. Extend it out and in. Last 2. Really push through that left side. You got it. One more here. Bring that leg into table. Extend that leg to the clouds. You're going to lower the leg and lift. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. We got 3 more. You got this. Breathe through it. Last one. Leg comes up to the clouds. Bend it. Bring it to table. Lift those hips. Slowly articulate yourself down. 1 vertebra at a time. Tucking that tailbone down. Bringing your knees in towards your chest. Ooh, taking a moment here, rocking it out. And then when you are ready, we are going to be coming up for a spring change and grabbing our long box. So I'm going to come up. I'm taking all of my springs off except 1 heavy red. So I'm coming down to 1 red. We're going to grab our box. We're going to put it on the long ways. Long box is coming onto the carriage. We're coming into reverse arms and straps. So you're going to have a seat on your box. You're going to sit all the way towards the edge of your box and you're going to grab your handles. I am going to be using the long loops for this move. If you know that you're stronger in your arms, then by all means you can go to the shorter loops. I'm going to start with the long loops. I'll kind of see how I feel today. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to lie ourselves down. Now, reverse mid-back series, not an easy series, so that's why I'm definitely holding the longer loops here. Abs are pulled in, chin is tucked towards your chest, just like a curl up. When you're ready, straight arm press. You're gonna bring those arms up over your head, relax those shoulders, drop them down. So straight arms, reversed. So I'm exhaling as I pull my arms up, inhaling as I come down. If you feel okay here, we're going to start adding marching to the right, then marching towards the left. Remember, don't need to add the footwork or the hip work. Just going for straight arms up over to the chest and bringing it down. Don't go as high as if you're feeling it in your shoulders or your neck. Last one on each side. One more here to the left. When those feet come down, arms reach long. Go ahead, give yourself a moment over that box. We're going to come in to tease. So when you're ready, tuck that chin towards your chest, curl yourself up, your arms are reaching long. Now the arms are down by your sides. You're going to open them out to the letter T, resist them back towards your waistline. You want to keep those arms in your peripheral vision, so make sure that you can see your hands at all times. Now, if you want more, single leg stretch. We're going to extend one leg out, pull it in, bring it down. Other one, lift it up. Extend it out as you close, pull it in, and bring it down. One more to each side. When that foot comes down, arms come long, head comes over that box. Relax your shoulders. Take a moment here. Last set. When you're ready, tuck that chin towards your chest. You're gonna reach your arms long. We're coming in for a bicep curl. So curling those arms, reaching long. Option for the legs. Lift it up, extend it up to the clouds, lower it, bring it back up, and bring it down. In, extend, lower, lift, bring it down. Lift, extend, lower, lift, bring it down. One more to each side. After this one, sorry. One more. I have to do one more on the other side because I am uneven. Bring it in and down. Reach those arms long. Whew. Let that head come up over that box. You can go ahead, bring both straps into your hands and cap up for a moment. Go ahead, roll those shoulders. Maybe drop your neck from front to back, side to side. And then we are carefully gonna come on our box. We're gonna come side lying onto our box. So I am coming side lying facing you first, so you choose whatever side you wanna work on first. So my left side is down, my right side is going to be my working side. Now you have the option, you can push your hand out of this shoulder block and leave your arm long. For a wrist-friendly option, you bring your shoulder on to the headrest, strap goes in to the top leg. So once your strap is in that top leg, go ahead, extend that leg long. Make sure that that hip is pointed and closed, not open to the wall behind you. Reaching long, pull that hip long, obliques come up off that box. When you're ready, you're gonna bend the leg in, extend it towards the foot bar. So press it in and extend. Remember, keep that neck long. It's an extension of your spine. This is why I labeled this class intermediate to advanced, because it is a lot of neck lifting, a lot of out of your shoulder work. We're gonna go for 2 more bend and presses. Then we're going into forward sweeps. 1 more when the leg is long towards the foot bar, hold it there. You're gonna sweep the leg forward. Now really use that glute, sweep it back towards the foot bar. Again, press it forward, sweep it back towards the foot bar. Remember, you can come up on your shoulder, which I actually like better for my body. Last 2, stabilizing on that side, letting that leg come forward, pressing it back through molasses. 1 more here. When that leg is long, guess what we're doing? Yes, we're gonna combine them. So you're gonna bend it in. Now hold in that bend, extend. You're gonna sweep it out, press it towards the foot bar. We're going 4 in each direction for bicycles. Extend it out, press, pull it in, extend in front of you, press it down towards that foot bar. Great job. 1 more in this direction, extend it out, press towards that foot bar, pull it in, hold it here. Now push towards the foot bar. Let it pull in front of you, but control it. Pull it in towards your midline. Press towards the foot bar. Let it pull, but control it. Remember, it's slow in mud. Pull it in to the foot bar. Last one here. Press it out in front of you. Pull it in. Bring it to the foot bar and bring that knee down. Great job. Go ahead carefully. Come sit towards the edge of your box. Give your wrist a moment. Take a moment here. We are carefully going to be transitioning to a 4-point stance. So foot is still in the same strap. Strap is still on that foot is really what I meant to say. Now, my knees are coming towards the back of the edge of the carriage. My knees are separated. My shoulders are backing down. I'm going to move a little bit over towards my strap side so my strap pulls onto that bar. Lifting that knee up, coming back for a bend and extend. Soft bend in those elbows, elbows pointing towards the foot bar. Extend it back and pull it in. Remember, if you need wrist friendly, go down to your elbows. Press it away. Pull it in. Away. And in. We have 3 more. Then we're going to hold that leg straight. For 2. 1 more, hold that leg straight. You're going to lift the leg now and lower the leg. Carriage may not move much. Lift and lower. Really push through that strap. Lift, hold that core in. Don't let that chest and pelvis flare towards the box. We got 2 more, lower and lifts. And yes, we are combining them. Last one, hold that leg long. Bend it in. Push it out. Lift and lower. In, out. Lift, lower. Last 2. You got this. Exhale, press it out. Lift, lower. Last set. Lift and lower. Let that foot come all the way in. And you can carefully take that strap on off and hang it on to your hook or your peg. Go ahead carefully, just give your wrist a moment. And we are carefully here before we go over to the other side. I wanted to give our wrist a little bit of a break. We are gonna lie down on our belly. So I'm just gonna move my knees towards the back of the box, kind of use my foot bar, come on down, and now I'm in a prone position. Same spring, hasn't changed to spring. Chest is off the box, box is right at the top of your rib cage, bottom of your rib cage, sorry. You're gonna go ahead, you're gonna choke up. Legs can be open wide, externally rotated. They can be pulled together. I'm gonna keep mine externally rotated, pointed to the corners of the room. I'm gonna start with my neck long, arms are reaching down. From here, when you're ready, going for a straight arm pull towards the hips. So you're gonna extend those arms towards your hips. Now your option to lift yourself up into extension if you choose. Otherwise, stay in a neutral plane. Go ahead, lift. Really think about getting those arms together, lifting those shoulders back and down, pressing that pelvis into the box. Remember, this is full body work. You make it what you want it. For this set, I am lowering and lifting. Working on those postural muscles. Make sure I'm squeezing those shoulders together, trying to touch my wrists together. Last 2. Strong line from the crown of my head to the tips of the toes. Last one, we're gonna hold it back, stay in that neutral plane or stay in extension. We're gonna bend at the elbows, come in for that tricep. Extend it back. This one, I'm gonna stay in that extension, keeping my gaze over my nose. Pressing that pelvis still into that box. We got 3, for 2. Last one, arms are reaching long, staying in that extension or coming to that neutral. Coming in for that Y press, press it out. Pull it back towards your hips. Open the arms out to the T, coming into that airplane. Press it back. Yes, squeeze those postural muscles and squeeze. We got 4 and 3. Last set here for 2. Last one. Bring those arms towards your hips. Go ahead, bring that bottom down. Woo. Hang those straps on up. I am just gonna open up my legs, pull myself up on that box, let myself come into child's pose for a moment. Spent a little time in extension. So just round that spine, do what feels good for you. And then we are going to be turning around to do the leg work on the other side. So coming side lying on the other side of our body, get yourself situated on that box. You're gonna find that strap and you're gonna go ahead and place it on that top foot. Once you have that strap on that top foot, make sure you situate yourself how you seem fit. I'm gonna bring my arm up and we're coming in for that bend and extend. So elongate out of the hip, extend that leg long, bend it in towards your midline. Extend and bend. Remember, you want to keep the hips square to the wall in front of you. Try not to roll back. Keeping long out of that side body. Really working through that glute and that hip mobility. Let's go for one more here. Next time that leg's towards the foot bar, you're gonna sweep it towards the front. Let it come in line with that top leg. Sweep it back towards the foot bar. Squeeze the glute. Press it back. Going through molasses. Control it. Press the foot back. We got 2 more. And then we're going to combine them, 4 in each direction. Next time the leg is long, hold it there, excuse me. You're going to bend your knee in towards your chest. Extend it out in front of you. Sweep it towards the foot bar. Bend it in. Extend it out. Sweep it towards the foot bar. In. Extend, sweep it towards the foot bar, bend it in. This is where we reverse. Push it towards the foot bar. Sweep it up, forward, bend it in. Push away, sweep it forward, bend it in, push away. Almost there, last one, sweep it forward, bend it in, push it away. Carefully bend your knees in, and we are carefully going to come in to that 4-point kneel. So I like to take my foot, put it down on the carriage, and then I'll carefully transfer myself into a 4-point stance with the strap still in my foot. I am coming towards the edge, over towards the left side. Abs are pulled in. Shoulders are back and down. Remember, you can be here. You can also fold your knuckles under, sending those shoulders back, elbows towards the knees. When you're ready, coming in for a bend and extend. So extend the leg long, pull it in. Remember, stay out of those shoulders. Keep those abs pulled in towards that spine. Trying to keep that weight centered between both sides of your body. Let's go for 3, 2, last one. This is where we hold it out. We lift and lower. Carriage may not move much. And lower. You're trying to push pressure into that strap. Keep it from getting slack. Keep those abs pulled in. We got 3, then we're combining them. 2. Last one. Go ahead, reach that leg long. Pull it in. Extend it out. Lift and lower. Bend. Press. Lift. Lower. Three more sets. Breathe it out. Keep those abs pulled in. We're almost there. For 2 more. Last set. Lift, lower. Carefully bring it in. Woo. And go ahead. You can set yourself back. Relax those arms. When you are ready, you can carefully take your foot out of that strap, carefully come back. And then you can come off of that box. Woo, give yourself a shake, roll those shoulders. We are going to be turning our box short box ways. Once our box is short box ways, we're staying on that red spring. We're going to come kneeling down onto the box. Shoulders are back and down. Elbows are coming towards the box. We're going to lift our knees. We're coming into planks with jackrabbits. So lift the knees, extend yourself out. Find that full plank first. I like to walk myself to the edge of the platform. Abs are pulled in. When you're ready, you're going to bend and press. Bend and press. Reach it long and press. We have 4. Hinging at those hips. 3, 2, last one. Go ahead, bring it on in. Tap those knees down. Let yourself come all the way down. Relax, send those shoulders back and down. Take a moment. And when you're ready, toes are coming back to the platform. We're coming into side planks. If side planks don't work for you, then you stay with that forward plank. So side planks with jackrabbits or just a side plank. We're going to go ahead. We're going to turn our toes. I'm going to face you first. My top foot is on front. My back foot is towards the back. My shoulder is down, pushing out of the shoulder. I'm on my toes. Now, hand stays onto the box. Drop your hips. Bend and press. If this is too much, just stay out in the side plank or do the previous version. So press it out. Bring it in. Out and in. We have 4. 3. You can have the option to bring your hand up. 2. Last one. Hold it out. Reach it out. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn towards the center. Drop your knees and bring yourself back into child's pose. All right, one more set. Turn into the other way. I'm gonna bring my right arm's coming down. I'm now opening up towards the right. My left foot's in the front, my right foot's in the back. You're gonna go extend yourself out, find yourself on those toes, drop the hips. You're gonna bend the knees in and push it away. Keep that hand supporting you if you need it. Side planks are very difficult, especially if you can't get out of your stabilizing shoulder. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're just gonna hold it there. Reach that arm up if you can. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn to the center, drop your knees, and come on down for child's pose. Roll those shoulders. And then from here, we can carefully come off that carriage. We're gonna go ahead, take that box. Box can come down to the floor as we are finished with it. We are gonna change those springs. We're gonna add a blue on to that red spring. Once you have that spring on, you're gonna lie yourself down. You're gonna go ahead, you can lift your headrest if you choose. You're gonna grab those straps behind you. You're gonna place those feet into those long loops. Once you have those feet in those long loops, go ahead, lift those legs up to the clouds. From here, I want you to drop those legs down towards the foot bar. Now open them out wide towards the horizon. Let the strap stretch you. Pull them back into the center. Lift them up to the clouds. So dropping down, opening wide, pulling them back to the center, and lifting them up. Down, wide, heels, left. Really getting that deep stretch as that straddle stretch as those legs open towards the sides. Let's go for 3 more. When those legs come down to 45 here, hold them there. Make sure your feet are externally rotated. Let's frog them in and press them away. Really squeezing through that midline, feeling those hips wrap around those glutes. Let's go for 3. On this last one, when those legs are long, go ahead, hold them there. Flip those feet to parallel. From here, we're gonna open those legs up towards the clouds. Come out and around for your circles. Really open up through those hip flexors. Let's go for 2 more in this direction. Next time those feet come to the clouds, go ahead, drop them down, come out and around, reverse those circles for our last set here. Last 2. Next time those feet come up to the clouds, go ahead, flex your toes towards your nose, Reach up, give yourself a hamstring stretch. Go ahead, bend those knees, take those straps off those feet. Carefully find your foot bar. Come on up on your carriage. I'm gonna start coming off to my right side. I'm gonna take that glute spring off. I'm taking my inside leg, bringing it to the carriage, coming in for an Eve's lunge, just opening up through that hip. So when you feel comfortable, extend yourself out. From here, let's extend that inside hand, reach, bring it up over the ear. Go ahead, just give yourself a little bit lateral flexion so it's the outside. Bring it back to center, bring that hand down. Maybe holds for 3, 2, 1. Bring that carriage all the way in. Go ahead, slide yourself over to the other side. Taking our toes, pressing them against the foot bar. Go ahead, extend yourself out. Really drop that hip forward. Bring that inside hand, maybe reach it up by the ear. Reach to the outside for a little bit lateral flexion. Trying to keep those hips as square as possible. Come back up towards the center. You can carefully bring that carriage home. And we have finished today's workout. Thank you so much for joining me. Like always, please like, comment, share, subscribe. And until next time, I'll meet you on the Reformer. Bye.